Thank you for opening this video PowerPoint clip, an abstract of the project report UNICEF concerning war, HIV, development, etc. It's publication The State of the World's Children 2005 with the subheading Childhood Under Threat. It's a large report, 164 pages, and just quote a statement from Kofi Annan: "Only as we move closer to realizing the rights of all children will countries move closer to their goals of development and peace." So thank you for looking at this contents of this report. 5 chapters. 1, Childhood Under Threat. 2nd chapter, Children Living in Poverty. The 3rd chapter looks at children caught up in conflict. The 4th chapter considers children orphaned or made vulnerable by HIV/AIDS. And the 5th chapter looks at the challenge of a childhood for every child. Just some key facts cited in the beginning of the report about childhood for children. For example, there are 2.2 billion children in the world, and of those there are living in developing countries 1.9 billion children. The number that are living in poverty, children living in poverty, 1 billion. And to consider some of the facts about shelter, water and health care, there's 640 million children in developing countries who live without adequate shelter. That's 1 in 3. An estimated 400 million children have no access to safe water. That's 1 in 5. And 270 million children have no access to healthcare services at all, which is 1 in 7. And we should remember that 10.6 million children died before they were 5 years old in 2003. So it's a big challenge to respond to in the world. Just to consider then one of the conclusions of the report, UNICEF calls for action, and they bring together 5 points. The world must reaffirm and recommit to its moral and legal responsibilities to children. Secondly, each nation must apply a human rights-based approach to social and economic development. Thirdly, they ask for governments to adopt socially responsible policies, keeping children specifically in mind. Fourthly, that donors and governments must invest additional funds in children. And fifthly, that everyone must fulfill their obligations to children. These are the action calls from this report. So thank you. To review the full document, download the PDF from the Viva website here at this location. Just to conclude, Carol Bellamy, Executive Director of UNICEF, in the report states, "In violating our children's rights by denying them the essentials they need and deserve, we harm them and ourselves, permitting and encouraging the seeds of poverty, alienation and despair to take root." Thank you for reviewing this abstract.